Hello guys, my name is Peter and welcome back to SWTOR Central. In today's video, I'm going to show you the gear guide for 6.0. I'm going to try to not complicate it as much as it sounds because everybody's asking me, Peter, what is the best way to get 306? What is the best way to get gear? In this video, I'm going to go ahead and try to explain it for all of you. So, how do you get it started? First of all, you need to get level 75. That's obvious thing. When you're doing the story, you will getting some gear in that as well. And in the boost at the very beginning, you will starting at 268. So that's how you're starting your item rating, 268. Now, after you've done 268, what is next? So currently, of course, right now I am max. I am 306. That is the max item rating, but of course there is like a lot of ways that you can go. Like look at my critical. As a critical for a juggernaut, that's not a good stat. Of course it needs to get higher later on. So what do you need to do for get 306, or what is the fastest way? A lot of people asking to get 306. The best recommendation is flashpoints, and I recommend it a lot. So if you're doing flashpoints right now, you can go ahead in the daily reward. If you're going and filter all of it, if you're level 75, yeah, you need kind of tank, heal, and 2 DPS for it. You will getting a lot of tech fragments as well, which I will get to later. And also you will getting these flashpoint equipment crates. Now with those flashpoint equipment crates, you can go ahead and open some more gear from this. This is technically dropping about 3 or 4 gear per piece, so you can go ahead and gather those as well. And while you're doing the flashpoint, in the bosses as well, it drops gear, probably around 5 or 6 gear, but some of them are actual gear and some of them are mods, enhancements, armorings and stuff like that, which by the way you can use it later on, but that is the recommended how you do it. Of course, there are 2 flashpoints, which is very easy and very easy to obtain. Now, if you're going into the filter, you don't need to do necessarily that big of a deal. The obvious one is obviously Hammer Station. Hammer Station is the fastest and the easiest flashpoint out of all of these. You can go ahead, it should be done about 15 minutes. You will get 3 bosses, plus if you want to kill the bonus boss, the frog, you will get bonus gear from those. You can go ahead and do a lot of Hammer Station farm. That's also a lot of people what they are doing. Or if you want to do it, you can go ahead and do Red Reaper. But I know the Red Reaper is kind of difficult because if you are not a stealther, then it's going to be taking a while. But a lot of stealth classes are doing Red Reaper because in stealth, you can go ahead and just skip everything pretty much and kill 3 bosses from the Red Reaper. All you need is just go ahead and kill a lot of enemies, to be fair, and then you will go ahead and get the gear what you need. Especially if you have 4 stealth classers, highly recommend that this should be done in like under 10 minutes. So that is easy. So I recommend those 2. But if you want to go for the full maximum gear, I would go just randomly queue for a daily reward, which is like giving you like 200 tech fragments, plus if you are tank, because I am a tank right now, it gives you me plus 20. And also you will getting these flashpoint equipment crates, which is really good because you can go ahead and get bonus gear from these. But obviously this is not just this is just one way how you can get gear. Of course, if you want, you can go ahead and get gear from PvP. If you want to do, there is like a daily and like a weekly log box you are getting. And in that log box, you can also get gear, but you can also get tacticals. You can also get all sorts of things. Also forgot to mention, if you guys want to go to gear, and if you're level 75, of course, that's when you're getting it. So if you're going into the Conquest tab, in the Conquest tab, you can also get gear by yourself if you are level 75. So of course you're getting the usual stuff like the 75k credit, gathering lob box, and also you will getting a solid resource matrices, which is really good for crafting, but I will get to that in another video. You will getting 100 tech fragments, which you can use, and a small conquest equipment crate, which if you open, you can get, to be fair, anything like armor piece to tactical item to anything, to be perfectly honest. So that's a really, really good way. And of course, if you're going into the guild invasions, right now we are targeting the medium yield. We are way past over it. And right now we are earning a medium conquest equipment crate, which is actually the same as the small one, but probably more items. 400 tech fragments, which is really, really good use. 100k credits. 3 of these solid recharge matrices, and of course the usual one, refined. And of course, like, if you're going into more, like you're going into the large one, you will get a larger one and all kinds of that stuff. So you can go ahead and actually get gear from doing conquest, to be fair, as well. I don't think you can get gear from like ops, like weeklies. Like right now I just done the rag ghoul not so long ago and I'm not receiving any. Maybe this one will be updated, but on the boss itself you can go ahead and get gear. Also, as I said, on PvP you can get it like the weekly unranked, and also as you see, like, you can get these daily ranked log boxes, which will give you Warzone map packs and of course a chance at gear. So that's like a really, really good stuff. So after you started to get gear, one thing that you're starting to notice, as of course is a quality of life update, they updated the gear. Like you will see on that little arrow if it's downgrade or an upgrade for your set bonus. Now when you are doing the gear grind, you don't need to look up for that stat. All you need to look up is the item rating. Of course, at the very beginning, you need to go for the highest item rating. So if you have a 302 rated gear, but it says the 300 rated gear is better than your 302 rated, don't switch it. Because the 302 rating will give you the rating and you will have a chance to get the higher rated gears. Because on 306 you are getting the best items possible. So like best stats and everything else, like best armor and best mod, enhancements, everything. So if you are doing the gear grind at the very beginning, look up for your item rating, and everything that is you will getting from flashpoints and anywhere, the higher item rating you will change, the higher item rating you will get. So there are a lot of thresholds. Like after 268, you hit 268, you will go to 270, and after 270 you will go to 72. After that 74, 76, and so on and on. Every 2 threshold, so like every 2, it was starting to drop a new item rating. So if you are 300 item rating, it was starting to dropping 302 and 304 closely, or maybe 303 item rating. You need to switch those item ratings, and as soon as you switch that item rating, you will getting higher, 301, and after that 302. And as soon as you got into 302, that's where it's starting to dropping 304, 305, and so on and on and on until you getting to 306 item rating. Like right now, this Battle of Rishi flashpoint, the reason why I'm deconstructing those items, because it's not giving me the higher item rating. That's why I'm deconstructing it. I'm looking for the items that is giving me the higher item rating. I don't care at the very beginning of stats. Care about your item rating, and as soon as you're getting into the 304 threshold, then you can start caring about stats, best in slotting, tacticals, armor sets, set bonuses, all kinds of that stuff. After you are getting close to the 300 threshold, that is where the hard part comes in, because in 300 it's starting to dropping like between 303, 304 and like 306. So that is where like a lot of farm needs to happen because of the threshold. But after that, you will go in and get 306. So now, after you are done 306, of course, like technically on my character right now, I only using this Preserver armor set bonus, which is giving me +2 shield rating and passive regenerate, which is, to be fair, really good for tanks. Like that is a very decent beginning to go in as a tank. But of course, I need to get a better one, and that's where the tech fragments come in. Right now, currently, I have 2,000 tech fragments, which is, of course, not enough to get this. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and use these vendors. This is my specific vendor, and get it. But of course, they are costing a lot. They are costing like 3,000 of these tech fragments and 1 million credits. Now, if you are definitely a subscriber, because subscribers can play Onslaught and get the new gear, this should have been not that difficult to get this. But if you are struggling with credits, yes, you probably need to go ahead and grind a little bit of credits. But I will get to credit-wise and everything in a future video. Now, after this, like, you will go ahead and search for your gear, your set bonus, which one do you want. I'm obviously not going to search because I don't have tech fragments, so I will skip it. However, if I want to get like some mods, for example, or anything, because currently right now this Preserver chest guard is 304 rating. Now, as you see, like, the enhancement, armoring, and mod is 304 rating. Everything is 304 rating. But I can go ahead and change it. Like, for example, I got some mods and and enhancement I got from one of the flashpoints. Now I can go ahead and switch those two. Even though this giving me accuracy, to be fair, I don't need this much accuracy. I would rather use critical, because I not use critical that much. And switching this one as well. And there we go. And all you needed is this. And you are activated it. And then you will have now 305. And all you need is the armoring after that. And this gear is going to be 306. This is also coming from flashpoints as well, which is relatively easy. Now, what if you don't need gear? Like, let's just say I have these 300 ratings, which actually I don't need. Now, that's where all you need to do is use the deconstruct new, like, feature, which is like the reverse engineering, but it's changed. And all you need is just put these two in. And as soon as you put it in, waiting until deconstructing, and then job done. You will getting tech fragments from these. So those are the old gears that you don't want to use. You can go ahead and deconstruct it, and you will getting tech fragments plus Java scraps, which is, to be fair, really good if you want to get some new materials. Like, look at mine right now. Like, have 1,000, 3,000, and 5,000 of these right now just sitting in my inventory. Also, if you're leveling your renown rank, you will also getting 100 tech fragments for each level up. Of course, in the renown crates, you can go ahead. That is now definitely a supplementary system. You can go ahead and get gear as well, totally randomly. Some of them are totally unidentified, and it will be unidentified as soon as you claim it. But if it's unidentified, well, you need to claim it in order to see the stats, if it's better, the item rating, and all kinds of that stuff. And also, you will have a chance to get tacticals, all kinds of that usual things that you will getting from renown rank. So that is just a good supplementary system right now. So that's it. And of course, here's the random one, the RNG one, which a lot of people have been talking about. Now, of course, right now I need an armoring. So I need an armoring for this one. So all I need, because the set bonus is on the shell now, not on the armoring anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself an armoring, which is right here, 175 tech fragments. I will go ahead and get it. And there we go. That is my 306 one. And all I need to do is just change this one, change it to this one, and there we go. It gives me some amplifiers, but I will not get into the amplifiers because I still need to understand it. And there we go, 306 rated gear for it. Now, of course, there are some other ways how you can get yourself gear. I'm going to tell you all of the ways. So, of course, flashpoints. Of course, operations will give you some gear as well if you are a subscriber. And if you want to get into operations, really easy way, just go ahead and do some hard mode ones, because hard mode ones will give you the easy one. I recommend trying like Eternity Vault / Caracas Palace. That is like the easiest way to go. But of course, there are some other ways. For example, if you're doing the Shroud of Memory quest, the Shroud of Memory will giving you also these crates, which will also providing you gear. Like, not just any gear, it's actually pretty decent gear, and plus 10 of these matrices, which you can go ahead and sell or use it on your companion pretty much all the time. And of course, if you want to get something else, and if you like totally bored of the of this whole like flashpoints and stuff like that. I would recommend going to the daily areas, the new ones, the mech shot and Onderon ones, because at the end of those you will also getting new gear from those. So if you want to get it done, all you need is just go ahead and do dailies, and then at the end of the daily you can go ahead and get crates as well, and in that crate you can go ahead and get some new gear for yourself. So that's it. I forgot one thing, which is the Kaizaiken one. In the Kaizaiken one, you can go ahead and get yourself some discounted ones. So some of them are like 1,500, and those are like 3,000 or like 3,000 tech fragments from the vendor itself. But this one is like the discounted version. So like you can go ahead and get some discounts from Kaizaiken if you need like an armor piece or something like that. And also these ones are giving you unidentified, not like the other vendor that is pretty much give you an empty shell, so pretty much no mod and no armoring, no enhancement, nothing. However, this one giving you unidentified, so if you were buying this one, you were getting a totally, again, random stat from it. And also earlier on I tested up what is this one. It's pretty much like a random tactical set bonus gear. So that one will gave me the higher focus, this one, which is actually good for me because it's Juggernaut / Guardian, which I'm fine because I'm a Juggernaut / Guardian. So that is really good. Now, of course, you can go ahead if you want to get yourself like some totally random gear. I highly recommend like if you're missing some of those, maybe use these. Like if you like some things are 304, like for example my legs are 304. I recommend using these because probably the RNG gods will give you like the 306 threshold. But to be fair, I don't need the 306 threshold, so I can just sell it and receive back the tech fragments from it. And I will just change it and I will get a new one as soon as I'm getting into like the armor set bonuses and stuff like that. Relics, of course, I need to change because one of them is 304. So I actually need to get like a Focus Retribution and Separatist Assault I have. But probably I change one to critical one because it seems to be that one is much easier. Keep in mind, guys, there's, as I said, if you are playing the game, you are getting gear. Like, as you see, the Shroud of Memory will give you one. Of course, I know not all people have it. You can have a chance to buy it. I know it's expensive. So that is just an alternative. Like, do not do it if you, like, I'm not encouraging you to go ahead and buy Cartel Market stuff. Hell no. I encourage you to go Flashpoints. That's what I'm encouraging you. Just go and do Flashpoints. That is the easiest way. You can get, like, 15, 16 gear from those. It's just really, really easy, to be perfectly honest. Also, forgot to mention, if you guys want to go to gear, and if you're level 75, of course, that's when you're getting it. So, if you're going into the Conquest tab, in the Conquest tab, you can also get gear by yourself if you are level 75. So, of course, you're getting the usual stuff like the 75k credit, gathering lob box, and also you will getting a solid resource matrices, which is really, really good for crafting, but I will get to that in another video. You will getting 100 tech fragments, which you can use, and a small Conquest equipment crate, which if you open, you can get, to be fair, anything, like armor piece to tactical item to anything, to be perfectly honest. So that's a really, really good way. And of course, if you're going into the guild invasions, right now we are targeting the medium yield. We are way past over it, and right now we are earning a medium conquest equipment crate, which is actually the same as the small one, but probably more items. 400 tech fragments, which is really, really good use. 100k credits, 3 of these solid recharge matrices, and of course the usual one, refined. And of course, like, if you're going into more, like you're going into the large one, you will get a larger one and all kinds of that stuff. So you can go ahead and actually get gear from doing conquest, to be fair, as well. I don't think you can get gear from like ops like weeklies. Like right now I just done the rag ghoul not so long ago and I'm not receiving any. Maybe this one will be updated, but on the boss itself you can go ahead and get gear. Also, as I said, on PvP you can get it like the weekly unranked, and also as you see, like, you can get these daily ranked long boxes, which will give you Warzone map packs and of course a chance at gear. So that's like a really, really good stuff. That's it for this video. Let me know down in the comment section below if you have any questions relating to 306 gear. I also, if this explanation was not really good, I put the link in the description. There is 2 guides also. One is from Reddit called, the guy named Kreia made also a really good explanation. How does the gearing work? And Zamzam's guide, how is the gearing work and stuff like that. But that's it for me on my end. As I said, if you have any questions relating to gearing, put it down in the comment section below. I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can. Maybe I missed something, I don't know, but I think I did not. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!